I'm going to do this quickly before my battery dies, but you know what's fascinating about the TikTok move onto RedNote is how attitudes towards data privacy have evolved, especially in the US, and that's shaping what we're seeing with this TikTok ban. After 9/11 and the Patriot Act, which assumed that people would be okay with people giving up their privacy in the interest of national security, the US government essentially told people your data is open and available in the interest of national security. That means your phone calls, your texts, your emails, the government has unrestricted access. If you have nothing to hide, you have nothing to fear. So now that message has become ingrained in the culture, and you have to think about what that does to a younger generation who has grown up in a world where privacy is treated less like a right and more like a tradable commodity. We've all kind of just accepted that data collection is part of the deal. Your data is not sacred, you are being monitored. And if you want to, use an app, you give up your data. For Gen Z, it's not even that shocking. It's just the cost of participating in modern life. But here's where it gets really interesting. When the US government says, we're banning TikTok to protect your data, the response is obviously going to be rebellion, because you can't be the perpetrator one day and then the protector the next. People don't believe that you are acting in their interests. They think that political powers are acting in their own interests and in the interests of social media moguls who have pretty much inferior platforms. They're not afraid of their data being exploited because you've already conditioned them to believe that their data is always available to you anyway. This cultivates a bit of a nothing to lose mindset. So what are people going to do? They have willingly downloaded RedNote, a Chinese app that openly operates under Chinese data laws, and they have handed their data over to a foreign entity directly. You could look at it as an act of defiance or an act of resistance, but it's your data, and if the government is going to infringe on your rights, you'll freely give it away as an act of protest. It's really a reflection of how deeply these attitudes towards data privacy have shifted, and they're saying, if the United States government doesn't protect our privacy, why should we care who gets our data? It's a powerful, ironic statement. You can't just infringe on people's rights from both sides of that coin, and then when it's convenient to your ends, expect people to do nothing about it. What are your thoughts on the RedNote currently being top of the charts for apps downloaded in the United States?